getting raped. You know, a man raping another man. He ain't gonna do that. But he will step back, take his hedge of protection, and allow that demon to come and do that to you. You know, every day, you niggas wake up and you don't believe in the Most High. Every day you wake up, through the graces of the Most High, how about Shem Yahushai, man? Every single day. You know? You talking about you got niggas dying, they in sleep, people get robbed at night. The Most High can disallow or allow that at any time, man. Because Satan walked to and fro as a roaring lion, seeking whom he might devour, man. Why do not people get attacked? Because the Most High protect them, man. Sometimes he'll protect them, and ultimately he'll lead you, he'll protect you all the way up to the missiles. Sometimes he just want you to get out of here. So he's like, all I gotta do is open the gates on your ass, man. All these demons looking for people, man. And they accomplish a diligent search. Go ahead.
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Yeah, when you're drawn away from your own lust and enticed. So things that you want to do, like adultery. Not saying that you want to commit adultery, but you want some pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's a lust that's common to you. Getting some pussy, getting some coochie. And the more sinning you do, the more comfortable you get with that sin. So if you was in the world and you was fucking niggas bitches, that's gonna be a very hard thing not to do, to look at another man's wife, because that's common to you, man. That's what you're used to. Go ahead.
Then when lust have conceived.
Yeah, so basically, we all fight our demons. That's what Paul was doing. But sometimes, you know, with Paul, like you said, it's conceit. Once you actually believe, like shit, well maybe she ain't got a man, or maybe that's a friend, or that's a heathen. You know, all these things that's elements of conceiving adultery. You know, I'm gonna pray over my pork. You have to conceive that. You're not gonna sit there and say you believe in the Lord, and yeah, I eat pork, and I believe in the Lord. What? Nobody can say that. They say I can pray over my pork, or the Lord said in this chapter that I can do this. That helps you conceive in your mind to create that sin. Okay?
Then when lust hath conceived, it bring forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bring forth death.
Yeah, so when you know the Bible said don't eat pork and you're tempted because that's what you're used to. But then when you say, oh, I can pray over pork, now you're conceiving it. Now when you're actually eating the pork, now it's finished. Now that's the stages of it. And you can stop it before you conceive it, or even after you conceive it, man. You say, man, ain't nothing but Satan, man. A lot of people are weak. That's why they can't, you can tell in their everyday lifestyle, they can't eat, they can't diet right, they can't work out right, they can't maintain their woman right, or work, or whatever, man. They can't get the job done because they don't want to do it, man. You know? I've seen people you got to take care of your family, and you can't even do it because you used to fucking work too hard because you're just not used to working hard, man. You'd rather take the chance of seeing your family starve than to actually go out there and bust your ass and go through the hardship to make sure that they eat. Because niggas are lazy, they can't finish the job, they can't keep the discipline all the way through it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is with the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Sure everybody wants salvation. Who doesn't? But who's willing to stay disciplined from point A to point B to their best abilities? And who's willing to cheat? Who's willing to say, fuck it, I'm gonna make up a good ass reason to not do it at all? Or who's just willing to say, fuck it, in total? You know, that just separates the men from the boys too, man. Niggas be talking, Nate and them be talking all that shit, but they're not willing to go out there on the highways in the winter with the scriptures that say it's better to serve the Lord than enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. This is a very short period of time. us and the brothers were talking on the polo saying like, damn, you know, which woman you want? You know, we say, yo, or what's wicked about this kingdom that you hate? What's the first thing you do when you get into the kingdom? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, it's fucking Esau's system, man. Working and all that. You know? We ready to get up out of here. You know, and that's gonna be forever. And then when you think about it, all the things that tempt you to go against the Lord ain't really working. You know, you got niggas that fall out for bitches. And we were talking about which women we want. And one of the brothers got on there and said, man, I ain't even worried about that, man. I'm getting whatever I want because I'm you know, babe, I'm a king. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have that option right now. We don't have that option. We don't have that, like, I'm gonna get whatever woman I want, the baddest thing on deck. When I see her and nobody has claimed her, that's for me. We don't have that, but in the kingdom we have that. It's gonna be for all eternity. You know?
Yeah, that was in the map.
This is the definition of intention, which goes back to intent. It says from the 1300s, intentum, direct one's attention, pay attention, give heed. At the end of the day, it goes to in, which means to extend or toward, and tender, which means to stretch. All right. So at the end of the day, it means what? To stretch forward, right? All right. So grab Matthew, I think it's 6:19, I believe. You know, because when you stretch for something, you're doing what? You're reaching for it. All right? If somebody's falling off a cliff and you throw your hand out, what is your intention? To save them. All right? If you see something that you want, you do what? You reach out for it. That's why the Lord said what? He stretched forth his hand, man. But nobody regarded. He's giving his help. He's trying to help you and let you know this is the route to take. But your intentions is to do what you want. Versus his intentions to save you, so he gonna let you, you know, die, man. If he's blunt. Go ahead.
Is it 19?
Might be 7, 19. Go ahead.
Matthew 6:19. Lay up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Yeah, lay not up. Lay not up treasure for yourself upon earth, man. What is your earthly treasures, man? Your family, your job, your car, your house, your fiat notes, all right, your jewelry, okay? All these carnal things is treasures upon earth. Go ahead.
Where moth and rust doeth corrupt.
Yeah, where things can become corrupted, man. Okay? Where things can become tainted, where things can be taken, where things can be stolen. All right? Where you have no true insurance on no full coverage on your property, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And where thieves break
Hey, because you can have full coverage, like I got full coverage on my car, right? But if a hailstorm comes and I get hail damage, even if I got the lowest payment, I still have to pay my insurance company to help fix my car.
Gotta pay that deductible.
You gotta pay that deductible, man. Okay? So if my car is my treasure, it's like it still can be corrupted. It still can be messed with. It can be stolen. It can be damaged. All right? It can be torn up, whatever. Okay?
Sue you for it, take it back.
Yeah, you can't. It's not a true insurance, man. Okay? And it's gonna get into what the true insurance is, man. I'm gonna say assurance, man, because that's something to be assured of. To know that that's dear to you that you're gonna receive, man. If you do the right thing, of course. All right?
And where thieves break through and steal.
Yeah, where thieves break through and steal, man. Where they can actually come in and take your belongings, take your possessions, man. All right?
lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt.
That's where you're supposed to make your investments at. Where things can't taint, where things can't corrupt, where things can't corrode. All right, where things can't evaporate. Okay, because the kingdom, it said, is what? It's an eternal kingdom. All right, it's not like we're gonna get the kingdom and be there for a few months and then somebody else gonna get it or it's gonna go away. No, this is something that's gonna be everlasting, man. From a time and forever, man. All right.
Where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right. So if your treasure in America, that's weird, bro. I would never have a four-wheeler and let one of y'all ride in it on a pack. That wouldn't happen. It might be a gamer chair in between, but never. No, so yeah, some type of divider. So you're supposed to lay your treasures up in heaven, man, because heaven is eternal. Okay, it said it's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. That's what you're supposed to make your investments in, man. Not America. Because America is not the new heaven and the new earth. Because for the simple fact is it's going to be destroyed, okay? By thermonuclear fire in the Third World War. So why would you want to cherish or treasure anything in this place, man? Yeah, you can have nice things. All right? Certain J's look nice. Let's keep it fun. Certain shoes look nice. Certain cars look nice. All right, you have certain benefits in this place, but at the end of the day, it's not going to benefit you when it's time for salvation. It's not like when the Lord comes, you can be like, oh, hey, take my Jeep and let me get salvation. He don't care about that. Hey, take this $100 million and let me get salvation. No, none of that's going to matter, man. All right?
For the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Yeah, what is your eye on? What are you stretching for? What do you have your tunnel vision on, man? Okay, if your eye be single, if you only worry about one thing, it's easier to focus on that one thing to be worried about multiple things, man. Okay, yeah, it's okay and good and fine and dandy that you can multitask. But if you can focus on one thing at a time, it makes it more effective and more efficient, man. Okay? Like if you sit here and you try to study prophecies, you try to study Hebrew, you try to study Greek definitions, you try to study where the scripture is at, you try to study those different aspects, all right, it's going to be harder to remember or to retain than to just been focused on, I'm about to focus on the breakdowns of the scripture. All right. Then once you get that breakdown, you do what? You level up. Go to the definition. Okay. This word means this in the English. This word means this in the Greek. This word means this in the Hebrew. Okay. This word is actually this in the Hebrew, man. Okay. So you gotta do it, you know, piece by piece, so you can retain that, man. To be focused on what your goal is. All right. If your goal is to know what that whole chapter is about, you slowly get into it so you can retain it, man. Okay? Because when it comes to the scriptures, it ain't like, whoo, I ain't read in a couple days, let me just read and feel. No, you gotta read constantly. Because the more you constantly read, it's like watching a movie. It's like reading a regular book, so to speak. The more you read it, or the more you watch that movie, the different things you're gonna get from it, man. So I'm like, dang, I didn't notice this the first time when I watched it, or the first time I read it or went over it, man. Okay?
It's repetition. They say, like, to know something, you want to do it at least 3 times. After the 3rd time, that's when your mind starts remembering things. Matthew 6:23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
If thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. Give me that Wisdom of Solomon too?
That Romans chapter 6 with wisdom of experience. Real quick. Wisdom, because the brother's saying, like, you know what I'm saying? The things you do, repetition creates habit. There's no way you can break habit. Very hard to break a habit. So if you know no scriptures, you could read the Bible back and forth when you were 5 years old, but if you ain't do it from 5 all the way to 21, you know, you're not going to retain that, you know, because we're creatures subject unto habit. You may have heard it before, but the understanding is clearly not there compared to somebody who reads and they understand it, compared to a person that understands it and barely reads it. The person understanding